everyone, welcome to another vlog, and this one's going to be all about Elisa Masters Espoo. I spent the last week or so making sure all my prep's done, viewing all the teams, just printed off all my notes, packed my suitcase, and now it's about heading to the airport. I'm going to be getting the tube, and we'll make our way to Heathrow. We're going to Terminal 3, and then we're flying with Finnair to arrive in Helsinki about 11 o'clock this evening. We'll get a shuttle from Helsinki to Espoo, and that will kick off the first day of travel. Just at the gate now, waiting to get onto the plane, and Helsinki, here we come. Literally just got into my hotel room now. Let's go and have a little bit of a tour. Look at that. Josh Nathan Dweck. Alright, not bad at all. Nice little double bed. I've only got a single at home, so always nice when I go on these trips to be able to have a bigger bed. And into the bathroom. Ooh, nice looking shower. Yeah, now we're talking. Hey, things are looking great here in Espoo. Day 2 of the event, rehearsal day for us. Woke up this morning, had a shower, got changed, been addressing some of the notes because, of course, on our travel day was day 1 of the event. So the first Group A, we got to see exactly how it went down in the round robin. I'm actually got the stream up on my phone next to me. 500 versus Fnatic, 3-4 on Overpass right now. So just trying to keep up to date with all the results, all the live games. We're going to head to the shuttle in about half an hour, get to the venue, probably do a rehearsal, maybe do some media stuff. So yeah, so far had a very good sleep. It's been cold. I've only been outside for a little brisk walk this morning, so definitely need to make sure that got your jumper on, got your jacket, got your beanie, but when you're inside you're pretty warm. So yeah, fairly easy day today with the rehearsals, and then tomorrow's the big day of when the playoffs start. It's about 9:30 at night now. Just finished the rehearsals. Jay and I had like a bit of a practice cast. Had Heku doing some interviews, and then obviously Banks and Vendetta and Devil Walk on the desk, you know, just trying to create everything of what we're going to do tomorrow. So yeah, we're pretty much just waiting around now. We're going to get a shuttle back to the hotel, and then that's when I can have a good night's sleep, get up tomorrow nice and early, do all my prep, and get ready for the venue. So everything looks to be great. First arena day here in Espoo, and mate, the Bulgarians have done it. They're here in the playoffs to play in the quarterfinals against big out of all teams. That is an El Clasico when we talk about Elisa Invitationals online. Bulgarians up against Germans for the first game, and then ENCE versus Astralis to follow that on after. Just opened up the doors now, so people are going to start coming in about an hour or so until the first game starts, so should be an absolute banger.
And that's a great dive down towards lower, and now just the pincer in from Secret. Ships is clearing as much as possible. Crimbo's got to find a multi.
Will they check it? Yes, they will, but he gets the headshot anyway. First kill coming his way. Second one also found. Stands his ground for the triple. Not quite the quadra. Nicky holds his nerve and keeps the trades going, but Big have gained a massive advantage with that.
Even Rainwaker can't force a rotate out from that vent control. Instead, it's out towards Ram from Tabson.
Very standing as the M4s hold. The smokes will come down. Flashes also in hand. Tabson does put that fire out to the back of the new box, and the AWP Adeni can strike back instead, burning quite significantly though, and does go up in flames. 3 on 2 still. Nicky at the coffins up close, and personal spray goes awry, tries to transfer it back, and now Rainwaker blinded off, needs to spray them back, gets the wrong player though, but last bullet of the spray still gets Crimbo, and 500 maintain control.
Oh, there we go. The young man, the 21-year-old of Rainwaker, stepping up when it was required. The stray bullets connecting. Diffuse trying to get stuck, and what a start this is from the T side.
Smokes off long, just got to deal with quad. First shoulder bait, baits in the spray, swing from 2, kill found for Farvin, and there's only 2 left for 500. Nicky flashed off, backup is on the way in Patrick, but he's got a hold off on the site. The M4 doesn't last long, and it's an MP9 that will not do jack. 16-9 for Big as they take it in 2-0. Didn't see that coming on Inferno, but they played a hell of a game.
And they showed composure on what it's like to perform on land. excellent patience across the series from Big, and they come out on top with a 2-0, outclassing in certain periods there in Inferno. 9-round streak in a row in the first half. That's saying something.
Yeah. Harden playing a dangerous game out towards Rab ahead of the Molotov. And now into the smoke. Is he going to get flashed in? Yes, he will. C1. SkirmishX still wins the fight, still against 2 players. With Glaive on the center to hold out the sideline. And just like that, it's a 2v5.
It's a gimmicky round coming through from Ents. It's re-smoked up towards the top of the ramp. They just want to pop flash their way forward.
Wow.
Try and see if they can create a quick entry, find some space down on B, but instead you got players playing anti-flash. You got Zip peeking on the contact towards Long. Astralis making this look like a walk in the park in the first half.
And just about on D here in a 1-on-3. Needs some absolute heroics here to keep Ents involved in the Elisa Masters. He gets SkirmishX. That's one. Leans in and he can't do it. Christo locks it down and Astralis will send Finland's hometown heroes back out of the quarterfinals as they make their way into the top 4 of the Elisa Masters Espoo 2022.
What a series coming through from Astralis. The way that you're up 14-4 and overpass, you'd like to close it out earlier. It doesn't quite happen. But my goodness, what a show between both of these teams. How competitive Map 2 and Map 3 was, and heartbreak for the lads of Ents.
Semi-final day here in Espoo. I'm not really sure if you could see out the window, but currently snowing. So maybe there's something in the air. Yesterday was just an incredible day. We had a great best of 3 to start it off. Big really outclassing the Bulgarians of 500, and then even in that Ents Astralis game, mate, that had it all. We had comebacks, we had close affairs, we had overtimes to close down the series, and now it's about the semi-finals. The top teams in their group, Fnatic and Sprout, going up against Big and Astralis. It should be fantastic. I can't wait.
Comes up good with Slack's kill.
Look at Sin though, he's got a backstab, he's out towards a ramp control, he can get him in behind.
Tabson coming up, stare, looks forward, Slacks adjusts in, gets caught, Tabson goes down as well, and Crimbo stands alone against 3, gets the first, bursting through on a second and trying to stall for time. The taps are brilliant, and now he's locked on stare, taps continue, needs to hit that one good shot, and he lands it! A full-on 1v3 to close the half for Big!
Oh, Crimbo, he plays it like a vet for the young man. What a way to end it down. What a confident end to the half.
And what a recovery for Big, for 0-6 now to 7-8, favouring Sprout still as we head to the break in their difficult half after this. Even he's not making his move now, he does. The windows gets popped open, it's Crimbo. First to respond, backed up though, only having 2 entryways, and the Incendiary with a crucial miss. Another one follows suit from the T side as well. Damage has been done in minimal amounts as Keto forces forward, engages one. Refresh, only one kill, Tapson goes massive with a double, and Lawlix turns back to a 3-on-3.
And now they've got to try and charge back to get that bomb control. Stare being forced out in the open.
Still trying to find for an angle ahead of the smoke. Backed up in the back corner, the CTs move closer, Longs with a gap there to work with at window. Slack's gonna get caught by Farvan's SMG. 2v3, favourable for Big. Stare, still playing around the backside, unaware of how close they really are as Farvan catches an angle, Longs is all that remains. 1-on-3, spray for the first. One player close, adjustments right there. Last man standing for Crimbo. And Long slows things down.
Less than 20 points of health, the time on his side, the bomb too. There could even be an adaptation to go back up towards upper. He's just trying to play this with patience.
7 bullets in the mag as well. Full mag for Crimbo. Launch needs the perfect shots, the perfect times, and the perfect reposition. 20 seconds, leaning into the site, sees his man, and he connects it! His own clutch to secure it for Sprout, keep them alive in the semi-finals, as we're off to map 3.
What a performance coming through from Sprout. Only 5 rounds on the CT side being gained there from Big. Sprout showing us the pace changes, showing us the stars of the moment, and showing us the victory to map number 3.
And he leans in closer, their backs are turned, Zyphon could drop, 2 to line up. This is massive, 3 players seen. The trade there from Lawlix keeps them alive. They've got to hit the B site now.
Smoke off connector, try and get into B. Even Refresh trying to work up con.
Working against them all, Farthen hit the collateral, and that's all it takes to end things off and send Big to the grand finals of the Elisa Masters Espoo 2022.
What a way to close it down there from Big. Farfan with the big green connects the all-important blow, and it's one more best of 3 to add to the winning tally. Unorthodox set up towards B2 and even the orb strikes.
Smoke on to suppress them as well, Incendiary ahead of it. Nades also down towards the centre of mass. That'll be pretty chunky onto Blame and Glaive. Unawares of the player that's also sitting back towards ramp. Might still get flanked in by Fasher here.
You can see the way that Roy's even repositioning, getting out towards CT spawn from Market. He might actually read this from Blame F.
30 seconds to make that move now. Astralis losing players and losing time. Pepzor and Nikodos get those kills. There's 2 left on the T side. Blame F and Mistar leaning forward as Mistar falls and Blame's in a 1-on-5. Might even get any damage here for Astralis. They do get a little bit, but no player falls on Fnatic. Reinstating confidence. This is 10-2. A little bit of revenge for the Ents boys, perhaps.
And you look at that round from Fnatic's point of view, they're actually at the disadvantage. They had 3 on B, they had Fasher aggressive in Palace, and they had Nikodos looking towards connecting with the AWP. Everything about that setup is screaming Astralis to get success, to be able to brute force open that connector stance, just continue splitting into A, and instead that AWP just looks comfortable.
Ipex walking forward, 1 player at Toxic. Not been seen now. He has been headshot gained. That's very awkward. Flashbang against Ipex though. Mistar follows suit. Mezzi with 2 to return. Trying to make it a triple and almost does. But Blame F needs to clutch a 1-on-2 from here.
And we've seen some mad clutches from him already in the tournament. Just think back to Mirage. 1v2 on low HP.
Smoke rolled his way as well. We can try and smoke up the short or heaven control. He will go towards short. Plant down. Pretty open just behind default.
Needs to try and win this duel onto the AWP. Backstabbing Monster.
Roy coming in with that AK, the AWP creeping closer at Graffiti. Blame F will have his back turned towards 1 CT. The question is who? Not towards the monster position. We saw that shadow. Counter flashback to stall him. Look towards Nikodos. Now we're seeing the shoulder bait. The spray goes awkward. Nikodos now makes a bit of progress up. And Roy closes in the pincers, but Blame still wins that fight. 1-on-1 now. Roy inbound. AK looking for the headshot, and he gains it with a tap. Oh my God! Astralis happy with that. And for right good reason.
Blame F. Oh my goodness, what a round from him. And just the way that he isolates the individual duels, the way that he spots the info out to Monster, but then leans back into the AWP. And then the final reposition, the final tap to win the 1v2. Oh, that's excellent.
Watch it one more time. My God. This young gun standing in, but standing up for Fnatic. Now on for one more. Blame F. Seen, baited. AK now with support, and he lands it! Of course he does! Fnatic 2-0 over Astralis. They're in the grand finals of the Elisa Masters Espoo.
The last time Fnatic were in a grand final on land was back in December of 2019. What a return this is with Fnatic, with the European lineup. After 3 years, they're back in the grand final.
Semi-finals finished up. I actually don't know what to say. That was just an incredible and an exciting day. We had 2 super close and competitive games, real excitement behind it. And then, my goodness, like just the whole clutching ability of Blame F, the way that Astralis keep it so close towards the end there, even Sprout and Big, like the way that that went down after the coach was standing in. That was so much fun, man. Working with the crowd, being able to cast that sort of game. This is what we've all come for. That was unreal.
Now get an idea of what's going on.
M4 burst from Roy, not quite connecting, but there you go. His second kill of the game, finding Tabson, looking around for a whole lot more. That Tech9 getting picked up next to them. The 5-on-3 will gain ourselves for the CT forces. It's all going the way of Roy, the birthday boy, getting everything that he finds. Looking for the ace and he'll land it. Pepsor got one to close out the last game in the semi-finals. And this time the opening picked up by the Dane.
And while he might be the oldest player here in the grand final, Jay, he's proven that he can hang with the youngsters. Roy has had an incredible event so far, the 6th highest rated player, 7 maps played and averages a 1.20 rating. He's also just one of those guys that can change an entire complexion of a game.
Stacking towards connector, sprayed down by Mezzi already.
Sees a lot, knows what's going on. Incendiary placement is good, that has to cancel.
Fasher backs up backside. Pepsor also in his support sprays a bit awkward, comes up against the first, second, third and fourth with a collateral and another ace for Pepsor. He did it yesterday, he'll do it today to get Fnatic on map, match and tournament point here in Espoo.
A 20-year-old just making it look easy out there towards Monster behind the smoke. And you can just see the impact that this young man has on LAN, has on the big stage with the crowd behind him.
Boy with a double, Fasher with a follow-up, Tabson trades it, Farben gets nothing, and Tabson stands alone, a clutch it, which he just can't do. It's 16 for 5, and Fnatic don't even miss a beat, don't break a sweat against Big. They are your champions of the Elisa Masters Espoo.
Kita, Mezzi, and Nikodos have their first international LAN Grand Final, and it's sweet victory. It's a one-sided series to claim the whole thing.
Grand final just finished. A little bit underwhelming with how the game went down. But for UK CSGO, it's massive. Mezzi, Kita, I'm sure this means a massive amount to them to win this and to be able to go to Katowice next year for the team overall. Pepsor as a stand-in. It's been an incredible event and one that was just sick, man, to be able to work with this wonderful crowd, to be able to work in like this fantastic casting booth as well. All I can say is, mate, Elisa, when are you putting another one on?